Chris here, Nice Garage. All right, as we showed you the new truck we just got in the last video, we are going to go ahead and change the steering wheel. I'm going to let my son do it. That's Train. Say hi.
What's up?
And he just turned 16, got his learner's permit today. My man, good job. So we're going to get started. Now, if anybody, this is a GM vehicle prior to, you know, some of the new airbags. Oh, yeah, the airbag stuff. This is back when you had two keys, one for the door, one for the ignition. I don't want to sound like nobody's ever seen this before, but maybe somebody has not changed the steering wheel in the past, and he hasn't. So we're going to go through this step by step, and we're going to show you how to do it as if you never did it before, because he's never done it before. So the first thing we got to do is take the horn off. All right. Now we will need that piece right there, and that goes into that. So here's the mounting kit. Now this steering wheel actually came off of another 94 S10 that I had about 10 years ago, when Colton was little, and saved it. It's all mocked up, ready to go, and it'll go right back on the same place. So we will. He's going to get a socket for that nut. All right. So this has a locking, it's not a pin, but it's like a locking, I don't know what you would call that. What would you call that?
A locking ring? I don't know.
Locking ring, yeah. So there's a stem that comes to the steering column. There's a nut, and there's this locking ring that goes around that. And if that nut would happen to come loose and pop off, there's a chance, although this is on there pretty good, you'll see we have to use a tool to get it off. But there's always that chance that this would come off, so they put that on there as a safety device. So go ahead and take it off and put that inside there. Spread that a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, make sure it doesn't hit you in the face like it hit me in the head. So, but that's the first time you saw that happen. All right, grab the socket and we'll take it off. All right, you got the 21 millimeter, got a little extension. Go ahead and take the nut off. If you want to, I'll hold that a little bit. So. Okay, I doubt that'll just come off, but we'll go get the puller, and we'll get it set up. Well, we got our, in fact, this is old. It's a Craftsman back when they were made in the United States. That's awesome. Steering wheel puller. So, I think, if I remember correctly, I think I may have damaged or bent the last two bolts, because there's a couple missing. So let's hope the ones we need are in here. We'll get it set up. So because I've done this a few times in the past, I had the two bolts, and I put tape on for some reason, but so there are two threaded openings on either side of that stem in the middle, and then that, there you go, pushes down. Now I'm going to talk like nobody's ever seen this before, even though a lot of people do this and have seen it. But these two bolts are stationary, and those bolt into the column. And then this, you crank this down, which pushes on that and brings the wheel up, because these will be against that. So we'll go ahead and pull this off. All right, figure out what size it is.
No, that's too big.
That's too big. We got our Hansen socket trays.
Okay, so it is 13.
Oh, it slipped off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what I try to do, you know what? Try to see if you can get these down a little bit tighter.
Okay.
But what I do is I don't necessarily put my hand here. I'll kind of put my hand under there and kind of give it. But these are loose still, I think. Let's see what size those are. Those 13.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That might help also.
Slipping off again.
All right, go ahead and crank it down. All right, you keep your hand on the ratchet. Boom. It's off. See how easy it is?
Yep.
So 13, well, that's for this steering wheel puller, but all it took was a 13 millimeter. So we'll take all that off and we'll start putting the new steering wheel on. Okay, installation of a vintage Grant GT steering wheel. So since this came off, go ahead and it's on. All we have to do is tighten it down. It'll tighten down. So there is, behind this rubber thing, there is a mount for a GM. Then it has 3 bolts. Now I already had this mocked up because this came off a truck, like I said, at least 10 years ago. You're gonna have to get, that's a 1/2-inch drive, that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to get a long extension and then find out what socket. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna do these little ones. No, all you're doing is putting that big nut on. But I would still get an extension for this.
Okay.
Oh, you have one. Okay. Yeah. You have one, I'm sorry. Okay, that's good. Then you're gonna have fun putting this back on. Let me put my glasses on since it flung me in the head when he took it off. But I didn't tell you that because I wanted you to experience that, just like I did when I was 17 or 18 changing my first steering wheel. Let's see if he figures it out, internet. Let me sing to you.
I don't know.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, I didn't catch it on video, but basically I had to put my fingers in there and help him out. So I held the back down while he put the needle nose in there and just gave that a little bit of a spread, and it fell right into place. So that, my friend, is installing the steering wheel. And I'll go ahead and put the horn. That just slides right down in there. You can see there's a little notch in it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that's broke.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the horn did work, and that did come off pretty easy. Let me see something. Let me see if I can get that in there. It's kind of... All right, well, there's a little white cylinder item down there. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, this fits down there, and you twist and turn this. Well, this is brittle. You know, it's 94. And it must have already been broke because we don't find a piece on the back of the old steering wheel. But right now, I cannot put this in. But anyway, this would go down in there and turn. And then this clips on the back of the horn button, which we left in the garage, but I have something in store. Well, we decided I pulled this out of storage, and we are going to swap the black one for this red one because the truck is red, which makes sense. And I had one of these with the red bow tie. So we'll take that off the center of this. That was on the black one. And then this just clips onto there. So whenever you push this, it grounds this out and it tells the horn, it completes the circuit and the horn powers. And this is a negative, 99% sure this is a, yeah, it is, I know it is. So the power goes to the horn and this completes the circuit by grounding it out. Yeah, it definitely needs some mold on there from being in storage. We'll give her a good cleaning. Where's the rest of the screws? Maybe I'll help and get them started for you. No, leave that in there.
No, it's this middle thing.
Wow, what's wrong with it?
It's too big for the holes.
What?
Too big for these holes.
Aha, that's the one that came off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what happens, you know, overabundance amount of this stuff. Now, this one also came with its own ring, but we don't need that. And see this ring right here? That's nice. That makes contact when you put this in. Is that center?
Yeah, actually.
Nice. So if that wire for the horn was still in there, you would just stick it on the back of that horn button, on that little connector. So I'm gonna fab something. I'll get that, either fix it completely, see what I can find, or get something to get that to stick down in there, since that busted. But I have a couple other columns here, so I may be able to just salvage that part. So that's the installation of the Grant GT steering wheel in the 94 SS with my son Colton. Wasn't so bad, was it?
No.
All right, guys. Next, we're going to be working on stereo speakers. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the dash yet, but I got some irons in the fire, as they say. So we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.